Today we're talking about Disneyland Halloween time, Mickey's Halloween party, and everything else great Halloween in the Los Angeles area. I'm Gavin Doyle with MickeyVisit.com.
And I'm Jennifer Duggan with Getaway Today.
And we're here to help you plan your Disneyland vacation, maximizing your time and saving you the most money possible.
Here we go.
So Jen, what's your favorite part of Disneyland Halloween?
Okay, I'd have to say probably the decor. I'm a huge Halloween time fan in general. And to walk down Main Street, first of all, even before you get into the park, they have these jack-o'-lanterns that are designed like Mickey, Minnie, Goofy, Donald. It is so fun. Then you walk in and you see the huge Mickey jack-o'-lantern at the beginning of Main Street. Then you walk down Main Street leading to the castle and you've just got jack-o'-lanterns on display that are so creative. And then you have your favorite characters in their Halloween costumes, which is so fun. And you get to see a lot of spooky villains, which a lot of people, you never get to see Cruella de Vil maybe, or you get to see some of the Jafars, and a lot of people love those villains and the bad guys, and it's fun to have them out at the park.
Absolutely.
Yeah, how about yours? What are some of your favorite attractions?
So I really love Haunted Mansion Holiday. I was just actually responding to someone who commented, said, I love the outside, I love the decorations they do on the outside, but I don't, but I love the classic. But what I love is that we have a mix of traditional Disneyland. Half the year we have regular Haunted Mansion, and then we have kind of an infusion of new energy and bringing it back to life, and it just gets so popular during these time of years. And I just love the change in story, but you still have, it's still in essence that classic Haunted Mansion attraction, but with an awesome Nightmare Before Christmas story that those fans will love too.
Yeah, which they have a huge following. I think a lot of people like
really,
just during this time of year. So I love the Space Mountain Ghost Galaxy too. The overlay with the ghosts and the galaxies you're going through it, and the music and everything. It just is a fun take on. Again, the classic great attraction. It's fun to have it shaken up just a little bit for that month and just feel like, we're really celebrating Halloween time. And we should say Halloween time at the Disneyland Resort, it's perfect for families. It's family friendly, spooky. It's not horror or anything that's going to scare your little ones. It really is a great way to kind of get your whole family involved in Halloween, but not in such a spooky way that it's frightening. So Disney does it so tasteful, and it's so popular. But it's interesting. Do you want to kind of let them know when it starts and how long it runs for?
Sure. So it actually runs from like early September all the way through the end of November. So you have a really long time to get in there before those locals. So what we talked about in our last video, which you can see linked, is that locals really go to Disneyland quite frequently, and they're going to go when it's really Halloween season, right? That's their local thing.
October,
when they get closer to Halloween, closer and closer you get, the more they're going to say, oh, I want to go see the Halloween decorations, like it's time. But if you go in September and you're traveling, it's the perfect time to go because those locals aren't in your way, right? There's very few people in comparison, fewer people in the park. And it's just a great time to experience it without tons of people just there as well.
Absolutely, and I agree. And I think that September, as far as traveling, that's one of the most affordable months to travel the whole year. Really affordable airfare. We have a lot of great ticket specials, hotel deals. At Getaway Today, definitely September is one of those kind of gem months. And we are finding that it's starting, earlier and earlier, but we'll always make sure that Mickey Visit has those dates of when it's starting this year. And it usually runs through Halloween, so October 31st, then it disappears, and it starts getting ready for
Christmas is like the next day.
Exactly, so make sure you hit it before the end of that time. But another thing is, besides just the classic, everyone will feel like they get their magic and the value with just the classic Halloween time. But if you are interested and you're traveling during that time, they do have some like a ticketed event that you can purchase separately. That's the Mickey Halloween party.
Mickey's Halloween party.
Yes,
exactly.
And so that's something that, do you get a lot of people asking if that's worth it? If it's
so I get a lot of people, asking kind of those questions of what's the right move on that, because it's. So do you want to just explain kind of hours and how that whole thing runs and works?
So what that is, it's a ticket event. It runs just certain nights during the Halloween time season. Usually it starts at the end of September and it goes gets a little heavier as it's closer to Halloween time. And it gives you admission into the park about 3 hours before the the party starts.
The party itself
and it is a private event when it starts. Actually, everyone else is out of Disneyland, and you get this kind of exclusive experience in the park. We definitely recommend it. It's a great event. You get to see the Disney Screams fireworks show, as
Right.
well as the parade. They usually have some great parade experience. The villains come out, and you get to trick or treat in the park, which, of course, kids love candy, and they have healthy snacks too. So it's a really fun thing for families. A lot of people really get into it. They dress up. They plan their family's costuming the whole year. But we do get a lot of questions also at Getaway Today. Should we do it? Should we not? Is this going to affect our trip? So we always recommend people traveling during this time to make sure they have a park hopper ticket.
Right.
So if that's the night that Disney closes a little earlier and you didn't get the ticketed event, no worries.
Right.
Hop on over to Disney California Adventure Park. It probably won't be as crowded. You can go see World of Color, get to see all the great attractions there. We're huge fans of Disney California Adventure. So it's definitely, I think, worth it if you want to splurge a little bit and do that ticket.
Yeah.
But if you don't, no stress either. And you had a good tip, though, that maybe doing that ticket the first day of your stay. Do you want to explain a little bit about that?
So if you're coming in that day, you can kind of arrive and then spend some time, maybe get checked at the hotel, and then 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, whenever it is, 3 hours before your party starts, head over, and then you have that whole night in the park, so you don't have to spend money on getting a full party ticket that day. You just, or a full park ticket that day, you can just get the Halloween party ticket. And that saves you it's amazing how quickly that money adds up, though. If you're doing a big family for both a park ticket and a party ticket, it is really makes sense to do one or the other, I think.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So then you get that, you get to still go to Disneyland that first
Right.
night, have that ticket event, maybe do a 2 or 3 day versus that 3 or 4 day, and you'll still
Exactly.
have that maximized experience.
Yeah.
So, and we should mention Halloween time, best weather, fall at Disneyland Resort.
it's perfect.
Fantastic. Everything, the souvenirs you can buy at that time, the treats, they've got delicious carameled apples that are themed after, the jack-o'-lanterns and the skeletons and everything. It's a fun time to go.
Food everywhere.
Food everywhere.
Pumpkin food everywhere. Love pumpkin
Yes,
food.
it's worth it. Yeah, the pumpkin beignets are favorite.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Definitely. I would definitely recommend Halloween time. It's one of our favorite seasons. Book early. It's very popular, especially during the month of October.
Absolutely. You
And
should already have booked if you're watching this
absolutely,
now.
Absolutely. Yes. Get on our layaway plan. You can
Yeah.
for $125 lock that savings
Yeah.
in, and you can travel even next October. Start planning now. So, any other tips on Halloween time?
I think let's talk a little bit about what else there is in the area.
Okay.
So some of the other theme parks, which are really growing quite a bit.
Yeah, in fact, Universal Studios Hollywood, they do usually something more horror nights-ish. So if
Yeah.
you have older kids or going as adults or a group of teenagers,
There's almost a scare scale.
Yes.
So,
Yeah,
so
it's
like
there.
like up here, like Halloween Horror Nights are way out at Universal is probably scariest, right?
Absolutely.
And then Knott's Berry Farm is.
It's probably
It's pretty
battling.
tied.
They're close.
They're pretty
yeah.
close, but
Yeah.
I think that's a little more feels a little bit more homemade.
Yeah.
In comparison to Universal.
Universal, of course, they make the movies.
Right,
They're
exactly.
good
It's
at
hard for
this,
that.
yeah.
The makeup's a little hard to beat the full
Exactly.
Universal
But
Studios.
Knott's was the first to start kind of these
Right.
Halloween themed, experiences. So I'm sure glad they did because everyone's followed suit.
Absolutely.
And really, if you're thinking of going in October, you're going to get just the ultimate experience. Even Legoland, if you have younger kids,
Yeah.
they do a brick or treat that's adorable. So really, for all ages, kind of figure out your family's scare level.
Right.
I love that.
Yeah.
And make sure that you plan a trip to the Disneyland Resort area in Southern California, definitely during Halloween time.
So many great options.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Once again, I'm Gavin Doyle, and we just had a great time helping you plan your Disneyland vacation. You can find more information on how to save money and all of those exclusive discounts we just talked about at mickeyvisit.com/getaway today. Right here, click on this URL. Or take a look at all the videos that are now around me for other help planning your Disneyland vacation. Finally, you can go to mickeyvisit.com for more information on how to maximize your time and save you the most money. I'm Gavin Doyle, and we just helped you plan your Disneyland vacation.